Okay, so this might be horrible content, but I really want to get my Myers-Briggs on here because when I tell you guys my Myers-Briggs, a lot of times people don't believe me. They think I'm capping. I'm like, you know what? Let me do it on like in a video so like people can know I'm the real deal. But also help me decide my next video, okay? Because when I have like too much decisions to make, that's when I end up. I'm like, okay, I want to do all these ideas, but I can't do any of them. You know, put me in a creative block, okay? So I'm just gonna list out some names, and if any of them stand out to you, comment. All right. Okay, the first one is why nobody wants you and you'll end up alone. Codependency. Okay, I'm just gonna do a new thing with my fingers every time it's like a new one. Overthinking yourself out of relationships. Why you should avoid dating people with self-esteem. How having a roster can save your life. How to tell if you're the side piece. Why you should never chase. The friend zone isn't real. Is the dating pool trash or are you just ugly? Let's see. Fumbling isn't. I already did. Fumbling isn't real. Anything. I don't want to give you like all of them. You know what I'm saying? Oh, moving on. That's one. Get on dating apps. Get on dating. Yeah, bro. I gotta do that one soon. And I ghosted a young lady because she had asthma. That's a little story time. And mind you, bro, that was me skipping through stuff. I have like 3 entire notes app folders worth of ideas, but it's like I have so many. I'm like, bro, I want to do them all at once. But anyways, let me know which one of those is the best. I'll probably look at like the most liked one, or at the very least, it'll help steer me in the right direction. But anyways, Myers-Briggs time. Now, mind you, I don't think this video is gonna be called the Myers-Briggs test or something like that. I'm hoping I'm gonna ramble on something specific, and I can really like kind of steer my way into calling the video that, you know what I mean? Okay, so allow me to get little on you real quick. This is the test right here. It's the first one that came up. I don't know if there's like a more official one, but like again, it's the main one. I think at least. Okay, I regularly make new friends. Absolutely not, bro. Not a big new friend maker. I'm a social outcast. Okay, a social. Can I get a little bit bigger on you? Anyway, I'm a social outcast, social pariah. People see me in public, they're like, "Oh my gosh, this individual." You know, it simply doesn't happen. Like I'm trying to think, the most recent new friend I made outside of the one I made in the hospital, which kind of was just forced to happen because we were in such close quarters for so long. Basically, my best friend. I hated my roommates, and my roommates that always wanted to fight me, always wanted to beat me up. So I just didn't want to go home. So then I would just go to his place, like randomly. And I don't know why. I think it was just because we were like neighbors or something. So I'd sit there and chill because I didn't want to go home. And eventually I just sat there so much that we just had no choice but to become friends. Other than that, new friends, and then all friends I had from that were like, came from like football, you know what I mean? So again, like forced proximity, like as in like, you know, going out, hey, I'm Bryce, how are you? I'm not really a big friend maker like that. Okay, complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple, straightforward ones. Absolutely. And I feel like that's what I mean when like I talk to people about my content. And like they're like, oh, like, you know, you're making these kinds of videos, but how come you don't talk about like how murder is bad and stuff? And I'm like, bro, everyone knows that. Again, it's like that's a simple and straightforward thing. Like, let's talk about things with a bit more nuance. But the thing is, I think this is everybody though. Like, I don't think that there's someone in particular where they're like, oh yeah, you know, I don't like complex and novel ideas. Like, I think it's kind of a bullshit question. You usually feel more persuaded by what resonates with you emotionally rather than factual arguments. Hell no. Hell, and let me tell you this, bro. If I was thinking about things emotionally my entire life, I'd be ruined. I'd be cooked. Wait, hold up. What's like? I'm laughing because this dude. Okay, it's actually not funny. He was trying to make a joke though. He was basically saying there's a situation where he got cheated on. He walked in on his girl getting double teamed, right? And he said, bro, they were giving her the works. And I'm like, why would you say they're giving her the works? That's kind of funny. But overall, very sad. I feel bad for him because everyone on the internet is saying that like they're mad at him because he's saying his girl got cheated. No, they're mad at him because they're saying his girl got SA'd, but like actually he's like, bro, like she cheated. That's a whole different topic for a different day. It's very nuanced, right? But just so you know, I got to give you a little bit of like the tea. The woman herself didn't claim didn't claim that she got SA'd. But like basically other people are trying to claim that she got SA'd on her behalf. And you know how the internet gets. Everyone just rushed to get angry at dude. Okay, basically, because the thing is, she said, oh, I was drunk, right? And it's funny. I think we're going to see like the factual versus emotion right here. She said, I was drunk and it was like my mouth was too full to tell them to chill out. Like I think literally she said my mouth was already too full or something like that. Which by the way, I'm gonna say if you're essayed, because someone in comments are like, oh, like she probably like didn't want to make him angry. If you don't want to make someone angry, a man angry, or a woman angry even, do not tell them that your mouth was too full. Like imagine I told my girl that my mouth was too full with vagina to stop. And the thing, she didn't even say the word stop. That's the thing. She said to chill out, right? Like all the lingo was very lax. And then the problem is, look, because I'm not gonna get too into it. There's a second text where literally she was apologizing for it, like taking accountability. And like again, like no text was ever shown of her saying that she was essayed. Which again, if she were to say that she was essayed, then it would have been a completely different discussion. But like apparently, like she was out of function. She was a bit sauced. Now, mind you, the problem with these people on the internet. Let me get big on you a little bit, okay? The problem with these people on the internet is they don't understand nuance, right? We understand that someone who is drunk cannot consent, right? However, we understand that within that statement, there are levels to drunkenness. Like personally, if I drink one Four Loco, okay, mind you, I'm a big guy, 6'6", right? If I drink one Four Loco, I'm going to be drunk. I'm going to be very drunk, okay? But I'm not going to do anything that I wouldn't normally do, except maybe like dance. If I have one Four Loco in my system, I'm not going to cheat, right? Like that's not going to make me cheat or do anything like that. Now, mind you, if I have three Four Locos, I could definitely see myself getting like, maybe like dragged to some room and then like stuff starts happening to me and I don't really know what's going on. If I get drunk in the first way where I still have my faculties, where I know who I am, I know what's going on, I know all these situations, but I'm just like, okay, I'm drunk, I'm a little bit, a little buzz, a little tipsy, and then I consent to do something with somebody outside of my relationship, that would be cheating. But if I'm in that place where I'm belligerently drunk and I'm literally like, I don't even know what's going on, like I'm completely out the loop, that would be SA. Now, mind you, they're like, who's to say how she was feeling? If she felt like she was violated in that sense, right? She felt like she wasn't in a place to consent, right? So then her having this act, her getting, it was two dudes, they tag teamed her. She felt like she was not in a place to consent to that. Then yes, of course that's SA, right? But that's not what she said. That's my problem. Like I'm sure if you've ever like been out, gotten sauced, there have been times in your life where you have gotten drunk and proceeded to have relations, like just in general. And I don't think you would consider those moments. Oh, I'm sorry, I've been saying SA. I don't think you would consider those moments, to be. Wait, can I say that on here? I don't know, but I don't think you would consider those moments to be like grape or something of the sort. Like there's a line, and I just feel like we all know it. There's a line between, oh, I'm drunk, but like I still know what's going on. I still have all my faculties. I still have my wits about me. And then I'm drunk. Oh my gosh, what's going on? I just want to lay down. But it's like there are people in my comment section, in his comment section, acting like the second you take a sip of alcohol that you're no longer responsible for anything that you do. But then the thing is, I know for a fact there's some people. I remember I had a therapist tell me, she said she didn't realize that not everyone got blacked out every time they drank until she was 25. I was like, oh my God. So I feel like there are some people where they truly do think being drunk every time is like that. But for normal people, for average people, like I've made videos drunk before and I'm just like, hey guys, I'm sauced. You can barely tell. In those instances, if someone were to come to me trying to get me to cheat on my partner, I could be like, yeah, no, you know what I mean? But oh yeah, mind you, there's more to the story. Basically, she started like going out without him, right? And basically one day it was his friend's birthday. He was going to go out, right? And she was like, no, don't go out. She literally told him to not go out, right? He goes out because it's his friend's birthday. He's like, whatever, I'm gonna do it. And that's when he finds out. Like he saw her walking upstairs with some dudes, and then when he went to check, she was getting it in. And it's just like, you can't tell me just because, and mind you, after the fact, oh yeah, no, afterwards, apparently she was like, hey, she asked him to like hang out. And then after he confronted her about it, that's when she was like, oh, like I was drunk. My mouth was too full to tell them to chill out. And the thing is, I feel like back in the day, we used to know this. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, like there used to be in sitcoms, there'd be like, oh, and look, I'm not using sitcoms as like actual evidence, but hear me out. But like someone like kisses somebody and it's like, oh, I was drunk. It didn't mean anything. When they said that, they didn't mean, oh, I was drunk. I didn't know what I was doing. I could barely move. Like when people talk about, like when people say like you can't consent when you're drunk, when like the law says that, that's what they're talking about. They're talking about literally people who would not be able to defend themselves or give like the ABCs, in the middle. And obviously like there are situations like lesser than that where it's like, oh, like relatively you can move around, maybe you're stumbling, But again, like I said, like I've drank an entire Four Loco before. I'm like, oh, I feel drunk. I can still walk straight. I still have my wits about me. I understand what's going on. I'm just like, oh man, I'm a bit drunk. Might laugh a little bit more, might be a little more conversationally active. But in those moments, I feel like I could absolutely consent, and more importantly, I could not consent to something that I didn't want to engage in. Now, mind you, if she was past that point, right, where she felt like, she couldn't do any of that, or in hindsight, even she felt like she couldn't do any of that, then yes, of course, that's SA. But why are we it's like they're in my comments acting like the second you take a sip of alcohol, any sex you have is SA. But overall, you know what I mean? Like, am I tripping on that? Because I just feel like it's crazy to go around claiming this woman got SA'd when she herself did not claim that she got SA'd. And it's also insane to imply that there's not a line that when you're under the influence where you are still yourself, where you still have your faculties. Again, it's a great rule of thumb to just like, hey, don't sleep with anyone who's drunk. Don't get drunk and sleep with anybody yourself. Like that's a great rule of thumb. To sit here and act like, oh man, someone had half a beer and then someone slept with them. Oh no. I feel like that's disingenuous. And again, it would be one thing if she was telling her story like, no guys, I actually got SA, da 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 da. There's literally people projecting this onto this woman that they don't even know. They weren't even there. And dude, literally people are making fan fiction about it. Like he said, like they walked up the stairs stairs. People are in my comments being like, oh, she stumbled up the stairs. They dragged her up the stairs. It's like, what are you talking about? That's not what he said. And he is the only side of the story that we have. So I think, and it's like, I think it's unreasonable to like think that, oh, like somehow like she was clearly being SA'd and he just let it happen rather than she just cheated on him. Because again, mind you, there was a lot of suspicious stuff in the story anyways. Like, but remember, like her literally being like, hey, don't go out tonight. Don't go out tonight. Like I've talked about this before. It's one thing to go out without your partner, right? To have like, you know, a little like drinks without them, whatever, right? But to kind of refute like, oh, like don't go out, like, oh, I don't want you there. I think that's suspicious. It's like people are insinuating that like I'm saying like sex with a drunk person isn't SA. When my point is there are points when you can be drunk where you still are able to have your own decisions. You're still aware of everything. You still are acting like yourself. However, there is a line where all of a sudden that's no longer the case. And is it an arbitrary line? Yes. And I'm not here to debate where that line is for each person in particular. But what I'm saying is the words I'm drunk do not mean inherently I'm not in control of my actions. I couldn't move. I couldn't see. There was no way I could have properly consented to that. And again, that's extreme, but it's like, basically, I was drunk does not inherently mean I couldn't consent to that properly. You know what I mean? Like, it's not an automatic thing. And I feel bad for, like, if he's not lying, right? Like, if it wasn't SA, you know, and if he's not, like, leaving out certain messages, I feel bad because they're coming for him like crazy, bro. Like, he's getting all sorts of threats. And it's like, bro, like, that's just, you know, it breaks my heart for him. Again, assuming, like, everything he's saying is true. Anyways, okay, we're back in it. Oh, yeah, wait. Oh, yeah, no, this is what I was saying. Basically, I love me a good factual argument. Because the thing about emotional arguments is, say you're emotional, right? Like say you're emotional, something makes you feel some type of way, like a bad way, and you keep feeding into it. If you keep feeding into your emotions, you're just going to feel bad. But oftentimes, if you look at factual arguments, you are going to feel better. Like eventually, you're going to get to the point where it's like, oh man, like this feels good. It's like I implore you to get to that point, okay? Anyways, living in workspace is always clean. Bro, I can be so disorganized. Literally, right now on this table, I got a do-rag, I got sunglasses, water bottle, cologne, nail clippers, bro. I got coins, both my phones, Louis wallet. You know, I got this cork here for no reason. Okay, usually I stay calm even under a lot of pressure. Absolutely, bro. Like, the thing is, you will not catch me like if you catch me ever, it's because it's like a bit, it's like a joke. But most of the time, even whether I like it or not, you're not gonna catch me lose my composure. Because the thing is, even if I feel like I'm losing my composure, like there have been times where like just any situation where I feel like I'm crashing out, I'm like, bro, oh my gosh, dude, like I kind of crashed out back there. I kind of seemed like super angry. Nobody could tell. So it's like I stay calm even in like, you know, the most dire situations. Find the idea of networking or promoting yourself to strangers very daunting? Yes. Again, I'm scared of people. Social anxiety, like to the max. You prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often completing them well before the deadline? Absolutely. I hated to be, like in school, I hated to be the person to get it in last minute. Like I always wanted to be done with my shit. But the thing is, that's for when it's an actual deadline though. Because I know people are probably thinking like, oh, like you always post your YouTube videos late, True. But the thing is, that's not an actual deadline to me. You know what I mean? Like that's not something where it's like, through a factor outside of me, something bad's gonna happen if I don't post by 3. You know what I mean? It's like I don't see it as a rule. I see it as like a guide that I'm giving myself. You know what I mean? People's stories and emotions speak louder to me than numbers and data. Absolutely not, bro. Bro, people be lying to themselves. Human beings, all genders, all races, just be lying to themselves to make themselves feel better. Do I like organizing tools like schedules and lists? No, I don't care for them. Like, I want to tell you, these people have told me before, they're like, oh, with your anxiety, it would help. No, bro, I just don't care. You know, I think it's because when I grew up, I couldn't write because my handwriting was so bad. I remember I showed you guys one day. If you remember, you remember. And it's just useless because I'm like, bro, all this, it's like in my head anyways. Like, it just seems pointless. Okay, even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge. Yeah, bro, I'd be tweaking over small mistakes. Like, literally, bro, if I were to trip and fall outside, like, I'd be like, bro, what's my life? Like, I would consider the unthinkable. Like I could get a video with 1 million views today, and then tomorrow, if the video flops, I'd be like, bro, am I cooked? What's wrong with me? Do I feel comfortable walking up to someone I find interesting and striking conversation? Absolutely not. I don't talk to strangers. I'm very socially anxious. Like, I do not talk to people, especially like outside. Please be avoiding people at all costs. Okay, maybe I'm trying to work on that though. You are not too interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative works? No, I do like them. But the thing is, I do feel like there's like a correct one, and I feel like it's mine. But, you know, I mean, I like having like a conversation about it. You prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining course of action. without a shadow of a doubt. Like I love when someone's coming to me with emotions, and it's like on contrary to like facts, and I can just give them the facts and watch them like be even more emotional. And I'm like, bro, no matter how emotional you're gonna be, it does not change the fact that like the fact is the fact. You know what I'm saying? You often allow a day to unfold without any schedule. Yeah, y'all know this is true. Without a doubt. It's like I'll have something vague in my head, but like things just be happening on the daily. Okay, now, oh, this kind of an interesting one. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. Now, here's the thing. There's a lot of social cachet you can get from people liking you, right? It's like I also, again, like look at my internet presence. I also don't really care. Like I'm not gonna pander to make someone like fuck with me, but at the same time, it's like I look hope they do. So I think it's gonna be like a soft degree, right? Do I enjoy participating in team-based activities? No, leave me alone. I enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches. Yeah, the thing is, I want to be revolutionary at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to push things. I want to be different. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm a unique kind of yapper in general. Like, not only like content wise, but then it's like when when I'm doing shit, bro, I'm just doing shit. Like, I try to think, I'm like, bro, has someone done this before? That's kind of where manipulation tactics came from. I was like, bro, has someone like made TikToks being like, bro, manipulation tactics? And then even like when I had two TikTok accounts going at once, right? I was like, does anyone run three that they do consistently? That's why I made the third one. Okay, gotta be that guy, right? But yeah, no, I'm definitely a solo act when it comes down to it. Like I hate sharing like my shine with other people. That's why I was so nice in high school. I was like the best player on the team, and I very much would like. Oh my, like, the thing is that like in interviews, bro. Hold on, I'm trying to think. I don't know, but like people would like ask me, even just like at school the next day, like they would ask me, people would like, oh, like the team was nah, bro. I'm gonna talk about me and how I did. I'd be the type, bro. I would be mad if the team lost. Because no, I'd be mad if the team won and I had a bad game. Like no one could ever, bro. But come on, we won. No one could ever say that shit to me. I prioritize being sensitive over being honest. Absolutely not. Like things, being sensitive gets you nowhere. Like you achieve nothing by being sensitive unless you're purposefully manipulating. But like I mean, like overall, like in general life, please, honesty, give it to me. Do I actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore? See now. Experiences, I don't know, things I would like to though, but also like at the same time, like I eat the same thing every day, you know what I mean, and I have no problem doing that. But knowledge, I do like tapping into more things so I can be like super tapped in. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. Absolutely. Whoa, whoopsie. Absolutely, bro. That's just anxiety, though. Do I enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones? Yeah, bro. I like being able to tap in with myself. Again, it's like, dude, that's my biggest regret with sports. I wish I played an individual sport. It's like, if I want to win or like do something well, I want it to be like on my lonesome. Now, mind you, again, like people can like, be around me, but it's like I want it to be like, BRS. And that's low-key what happened with, I don't know if you guys remember Soft Guy era. People were like, Bryce, like, why don't you get in on it? And I was like, not gonna lie, I don't want to get in on something unless I'm like the main guy. So I knew it was my time. Had to give it to him. You cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living. Disagree. Because the thing is, I would love to like write like movies. Anything where I get to flex that creative muscle, I would love to do. You favor efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects. Yes. Okay. I feel like I don't have to go through it again. Like, give me the right decision. Don't give me the decision that feels the best. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. Yeah, not gonna lie. Actually, bro, I wish I could take naps. Like anytime I have to take a nap, but I have things to do, like I'm completely cooked. And I've been telling you guys, especially lately, bro. I like my relaxing to be like more work. To be completely honest. In disagreements, I prioritize proving my point over the preserving the feelings of others. Yes, I feel like you guys have seen this firsthand in like my argumentativeness. You usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at social gatherings. Absolutely. I'm very nervous because things, if I approach someone and they don't want me to talk to them and I have to feel like that vibe of like them not wanting me to be there, shit, ass. My mood can change quickly. Absolutely, but it depends on stimuli. Like I'm not like crazy with it. I'm not easily swayed by emotional arguments. Absolutely. Like, get the fuck out of here with an emotional argument. Dude, that's why they hate me on TikTok, bro. I feel like TikTok's a bunch of emotional people. Like, overly. Like, emotion's fine, but, like, overly emotional, right? And when I'm not feeding into it, they don't like it. There's so many people, bro, where it's like their whole thing is they just like whatever makes them feel better, you know? Gosh, guys, I'm, like, so hungry right now. I low-key don't know what to do. I'm scared. You often end up doing things at the last moment possible. No. But the thing is, it's the reason it's a soft disagree is because I know I've had those like few like YouTube days where they've been at the last second. I enjoy debating ethical dilemmas. Yes, bro. My favorite one I remember in ethics class. It was the first day, right? When we walked in, he was basically saying if a woman was sunbathing in her backyard, and she was completely unclothed, and a dog came up and started licking her in her private area, and she let it happen until she finished, is that wrong? And if so, How is it wrong? Okay, it was a very interesting conversation. I want to tell you, nobody in that class could explain how it was wrong. Because someone would say something like, it's just nasty. And he was like, okay, so something being nasty makes it wrong? And then people were like, oh, well, the dog didn't know. And he was like, well, did that hurt the dog in any way? And I was like, bro, like I was looking at my professor. I was like, bro, like he's really cooking. Anyways, you usually prefer to be around others than to be on your own. Soft disagree. The thing is, I like socializing like a bit. Like I try, but like sometimes I'm just so much more comfortable when I'm like with me. But the thing is, sometimes I'm like with me too much. Not to the point where it's like, oh, like I don't like me, but like where I'm like, man, I would like some social interaction. But overall, you know, I feel like the safest by myself. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. Give me the theoretics, bro. I will eat you up in theoretics. When facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart. Nope. Give me the facts. Find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule? Yeah. Yeah, bro, I just be doing my shit. But honestly, I don't know. The thing is, my output is usually the same, though. I'm going to give it like a regular agree right there. Rarely second guess the choices I made? Nope. I second guess everything, bro. I'd be thinking. Your friends would describe me as lively and outgoing? No. For one, as I mentioned earlier, not at all outgoing, right? Not outgoing in the slightest, but also lively. No, like, bro, people describe me as like a depressed, like, bro. People talk about me like I'm like a depressed tortoise. I'm like, bro, man, I didn't know it was that deep. I'm drawn to various forms of creative expression, such as writing. I'll say I don't write, but like such as writing, and like like the concept of writing. Yeah, I just can't write physically because of my whole like handwriting situation. I usually base my choices off facts rather than emotional impressions. Got to. I like to have a to-do list for each day. The things I like having a general idea of what I'm gonna do, but like a full list, I don't know. You rarely feel insecure. Okay, now I know a lot of you are gonna see this, and you're gonna see my answer. And you're gonna be very upset by it, okay? Because it's gonna be strongly agree. Because here's the thing: I've seen your comments like every time I mention I'm attractive, or anytime like I mention something about unattractive people, or I don't know. There's like one more thing too. They're like, oh, like actually he just must be secretly insecure, and it's like, bro, come on. And it's like, mind you, I'm not like perfect. I mean, like mentally, I'm not like perfect. Like, you know, I have my, you know, depression and anxiety spouts, as I've mentioned. But it's like, bro, y'all don't get it. I fuck with me like really hard. Like I fuck with me like so much. Like honestly, me fucking with myself so much is why I have depression. Because I'm like, bro, like I don't deserve this. I deserve so much better than this. You know what I mean? Like the problem has always been like my life rather than me. Like I don't think I've ever like I can't remember like the last time where I was like, oh, I hate myself. Like I think that was like some middle school shit for me. Like I feel like it was always like, man, I fuck with me, but like, man, bro, I'm going through the ringer. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, some of you are gonna disagree. And you know, I'm so sorry, but I don't. Bro, okay, especially I'm like, bro, sometimes I'll be like just spewing like some confident shit, even in sometimes where it's not critical. Like, I know everyone has that whole thing where it's like, oh, if you're critical of other people, it's because you hate yourself. And I'm like, okay, I've accepted the fact that that's what people think, even though I don't think it's true. But like sometimes, like I'll just mention something like, oh man, I'm handsome. Oh, I'm attractive. And like people will just get mad about it. And they're like, oh, you're insecure. That's why you say that. And I'm like, bro, what? Like, nah, I'm saying it because, like, I mean it. You know what I mean? I don't get it. But anyways, I avoid making phone calls. Absolutely. Please text me, email me, anything else. Bro, the amount of, like, you're going to hate me for this, but the amount of, like, brand deals where I did not seal the deal because they're like, hey, let's get on a phone call. Don't call me, bro. I enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints. Absolutely. Of course. Who's going to disagree to this, to be real? Like, I feel like even if people didn't feel that way, bro, they would lie and say they did. I easily connect with people I just met. I am not charismatic at all. You guys don't understand, bro. I feel like people think I'm charismatic for some reason, but like it could not be more mistaken. If your plans get interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible, without a shadow of a doubt. And that's why I told you a few of these things tying together. I hate phone calls. I hate people calling me because the whole time I'm thinking, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm off like what I need to do. It's like I gotta lock in, and then like afterwards I very much scramble to lock in. You're still bothered by mistakes you made a long time ago? Oh, for sure. We having flashbacks, just completely wincing, bro. You are not too interested in discussing theories on what the world could look like in the future? But the thing is, sometimes I'm like, bro, like we need to focus on the now. But also, I do like saying I do like giving my shit where I'm like, hey man, I'm telling you in the future things are gonna be like this. You know what I mean? Like where I'm like, oh, if you have this take now, I'm telling you it's gonna advance to this point. My emotions control me more than I control them. Nah, I don't be acting irrationally, right? And that's why I've gotten into beef with like, you know, people I've talked to because we've started like fighting or whatever, like argument wise, and like they'll say some like fuck shit, right? Like they'll say something like crazy to me, like, oh, like I hate you, fuck you, and I'm like. And then like I'll bring it up like after the fight's resolved, and they'll be like, "Oh, I didn't mean it. I was just angry." I'm like, "What do you mean you were just angry?" Right? Because the thing is, if I get into a fight, I never say anything that I don't mean. And I'm not gonna lie, not to suck my own dick, but I feel like that's some real nigga shit. Anyways, when making a decision, you focus on more on how the affected people might feel than what is like. No, no, bro. Make the right decision, bro. Who cares how niggas feel about it? Please. They'll probably be more mad if you make the wrong decision. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized, consistent efforts. It's like I would like to think I'm like super spontaneous, but I actually don't consider myself spontaneous. Like as you can see, like and as I mentioned, bro, like with my whole consistency and everything, like you don't catch me like posting like 20 TikToks one day because I'm feeling super creative, and then like the next day posting 5. Like I definitely don't wait for it. I definitely kind of just like I feel like physically I'm not organized. Like my space isn't organized. I don't do lists or anything like that, but mentally I'm organized. And that's why I can't have people fuck with my shit. Like sometimes, like I remember one time in my room, like I had a bunch of clothes in the corner, and I think May like dropped something, and she was like, "Oh, can I like move these to look for it?" And I was like, "Low key, no," because because it's like I know where everything is. It's like I have it all organized in my mind. If you do that, shit will fuck me up. But then I ended up letting her do it, and when I take that shit genuinely fucked me up. Like I regretted it so bad. I was really this feels horrible. But okay, when someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it'll take for them to feel disappointed in you, bro. This is so weird. Hell no. Like what are we talking? The thing is, okay, I'm thinking, wait, no, I don't know why I did that. Like I was thinking, like I maybe had like a little something like that. But like that's like kind of like a horrible thought process. Like if someone thinks I'm icy, bro, I think they're gonna think I'm icy forever. To be real, but I think I was maybe thinking of like first interaction of like, oh, like are they gonna fuck with me? Are they not gonna fuck with me? So that's why I put it here. But like, nah, I think it's a hard disagree. I would love a job that requires me to work alone most of the time. Absolutely. Let me handle my own business. That's what I've been doing. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time? Please, nah, bro, you gotta know. Like I feel like being able to question shit like that, low-key the meaning of life. Feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate spaces. Yeah, I need stuff going on. Like I've told you guys before, like I need stuff to like be happening for me. If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof. Nah, bro, I need to look into it. And I'm not gonna do any like random shit. Got to really lock in on making that correct decision. I feel overwhelmed all the time. Literally, I'd be waking up feeling overwhelmed. Complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Yes, maybe every once in a while, like I'll miss something, but like most of the time, I'm not skipping anything. You prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than follow concrete steps. See, the things I like being able to like tap in with shit. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like I remember in school, bro. Sir, okay, but things I would only be for like I'm trying to think. There'd be like assignments I didn't care about, and they wouldn't give me concrete steps. I'd be like, bro, come on. But when I fucked with something, like when I fucked with like a general vibe, and they were able to like, I'm put that right here. Okay, moderate agree. Because it's like if you want me to complete something I don't give a fuck about, bro, just tell me what to do. But no, okay, I'm moving it back because now that I'm thinking about it, I hate when like someone reaches out for a brand deal and they tell me exactly what to do. Like, yeah, no, let me handle business. You're more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning. Absolutely not. Get fucking emotional intuition. I don't think it's real. Okay, struggling with deadlines. Again, when I say deadlines, I mean like actual deadlines. Like if I don't do this, I'm cooked. Like if someone offers me a brand deal, I'm getting that shit in way before the deadline. You know what I mean? But not deadlines I set myself. So I don't really have problems with that. I wasn't really like unless I was like in like a depressive episode or like I didn't care about the class. I was never like getting in the assignments late. Like I was pretty punctual with it. But not gonna lie, just for you guys, I might drop it down. I'm gonna drop it once because you guys wait, no. Because again, I still don't consider 3 p.m. like an actual deadline. Like nobody's holding me to that. Feel confident things will work out for me. Yeah, bro, things kind of do just work out for me, to be completely real. Like, and I don't even mean that in like a manifestation way. Like I always I mention this all the time. I always tend to like land on my feet. Okay. But like, I need to do more than land on my feet. I need to like jump, jump to like the next heights. Let's see. INTJ. See, this is what I'm saying. Nobody believes I'm an INTJ. So I had to take the test live for you. Like I do not know. Like please, like in the comments, bro. If you're surprised I'm an INTJ, please tell me why you're surprised I'm an INTJ. Because like what are we on here? Anyways, I'm not gonna read it all, but like let's look at some real shit. It's because people think I'm ENTJ or ENTP. Do you guys think I'm extroverted? Is that what it is? Do you guys think I'm extrovert? Because mind you, I don't know what all this means, but like I'm assuming these are like the numbers. I mean, these are like the letters. Wait, hold up. Where's the N? Oh, the N is for intuitive, I think. T, thinking. Oh yeah, for sure. You know I'm a fucking thinker, bro. But y'all really think I'm extroverted? Please, bro. I wish I was extroverted, bro. I'd be OP if I was extroverted. J, judging. You know me, I'm always judging. Like the organized, decisive. Oh, okay. I'm trying to think, bro. Once I get a workspace together, I'm gonna be even more judgy. Assertive. Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, INTJA. Oh, okay, okay. Wait. Oh, it's moving. There's a little cat in there. Actually, I don't know. Assertive, likely self-assured, even-tempered, and resistant to stress, refusing to worry too much. Oh, that's why I'm close. I do be worried. Let's see. Is there anything else here? My career path. Let's see. I'm not gonna wait. Perfectionism, yes. Ambition, yes. Motivation, yes. Desire to lead, perhaps, bro. Definitely have no desire to follow. Like I don't know. Leading might be a bit. Like I'm not like crazy about it. Okay, my strength, innovative mindset, you know it. Conceptual thinking, you know it. Objective judgment, you know it. Independent worker, Continuous improvement, Reliable performance, yes. Weaknesses, I have none. These don't count. Discomfort with networking, okay. Ignoring social dynamics, yeah. Overly blunt feedback, perhaps. Impatient with routine, yeah. Reluctance to delegate tasks, yeah. I do prefer to do things myself. Frustration with constraints, yeah. Don't constrain me, bro. Don't put me in prison. Okay, personal growth. Resilience, oh, thank you. Confidence, grit, sense of control. Okay, more strengths. Self-directed learning, yes. Openness to challenging ideas, yeah, give it to me. Clarity, I'm so sorry. Clarity of purpose, yes. Reflective insight, Self-disciplined approach, yep. Resilient determination, you betcha. Weaknesses, avoiding emotional exploration. What do you even mean by that? What are we talking about? Too rigid expectation, please. Discomfort with ambiguity, what? Come on, give me that ambiguity. Hesitant to seek support, yeah. Reluctant to celebrate progress, yes. I've told you guys about this. That's like one of my biggest things. I'm always looking for the next thing. Neglecting leisure or rest. Huh. That's right. I literally have a video telling you guys not to take breaks. Relationships, authenticity, loyalty. You already know it. Altruism, emotional intelligence, and I remember that stretch on the internet where they were saying I wasn't emotionally intelligent. Anyways, authentic sincerity, yeah. Quietly caring, I do care quietly. Respecting autonomy, you know it, bruh. I would never control somebody. Insightful advice, absolutely. Ask me for advice as my partner. Selective loyal. Why do they say selective? Oh. Once you've established trust with someone, you dedicate unwavering support. Oh, just like how when I had the roster, I wasn't loyal to the roster. Because again, that non-monogamous relationships. Oh my gosh. Meaningful conversations. You know it, bro. Okay. Weakness, insensitive. Yeah, they would say that. I'm thinking about like people who've been involved with me that they would say these things. Withdrawn under stress. Yes. Critical communication. Bro, I do be critical. The thing is you got to be critical. Otherwise, sometimes things won't change. Avoiding social rituals. Hell yeah. Get your little social rituals away from me. Difficulty sharing vulnerabilities. I guess the things I'm actually vulnerable about. But the thing is, a lot of stuff that like people say I'm being vulnerable about, I honestly don't really care. You know what I mean? Like I say, ooh, my dad left me. Like people are like, oh, that's crazy childhood trauma. Like I can talk about like people passing in my family. It's not really like a big deal for me. High standards, oh, you know it. Look, see, I didn't even have to tell you, bro. They told you. My story isn't complete yet, bro. Fuck you and your $9. Architects I may know: Frederick Nietzsche, hey, Michelle Obama, Elon. Oh man, Christopher Nolan, Arnold Schwarzenegger, who's Colin Powell? I feel like I should worry about that. Samantha Power, Walter White. He's not even a real guy. Petter Baelish. Oh man, I don't fuck with, bro. Tyrion Lannister, Yennefer of Vengerberg. Bro, what the fuck is this shit, bro? Gandalf, bro, these aren't real people. Professor Moriarty, Katniss. Oh, okay, never mind. Katniss Everdeen is tight. 7 of 9, bro. That's not a fucking name. Jay Gatsby, really? Yeah, no, I'm fucking with it. Okay, but see what I mean, bro. I'm INTJ in full. Okay, y'all can't take that away from me. Seriously, let me know. Are you like surprised by anything I said? Because I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this is like textbook INTJ. But anyways, this one's gonna be out a little bit earlier than videos have been lately, which is good. Let's clap it up for me a little bit. Oh yeah, but great news. The video that got disqualified and demonetized yesterday, it's been remonetized, getting that bread, and I'm having video doing well. A little bit more stress off my shoulders. Not all the way there yet, but I'm so stoked, bro. Yeah. So then, obviously I'm going to stream tonight. It's going to be streaming a bit earlier than I have been, which is good because I can go to sleep early and then wake up on time. It's going to be beautiful. But yeah, okay, that's it for State of Affairs. Thank you so much for watching the video. Like, comment, subscribe, everything I have to say. I'm so sorry, and I love you. Okay, have a great day, night, evening, morning.